So, I took my ACT this morning and that's done. So I thought, why make another ACT video when I could just make a video about college? Because that's really the next step in this process is college. And I've been getting a few people asking me more recently just kind of like how I organize all my stuff for my college apps and kind of like what I want to do for college majors, things like that. So I thought it'd be really helpful just to make this video. I know there's a lot of like college tip videos with like advice, how to do your essays, like do's and don'ts of like your essays, do's and don'ts of your application. But like, how are you going to organize all of that? Like, are you just going to put a stack of papers in your backpack and call it a day? I don't think so, which is why I have a 6-step plan for you guys all written out on my laptop, because yes, I had to pre-plan this. Without further ado, let's go ahead and begin. The biggest disclaimer that I have for this video is that college is not for everyone. Not everybody wants to go and continue another 4 years of education, 8 years, 8+ years, 3 years, it doesn't matter. College is not for everyone, and I think people find it at the right time in their life. But for me personally, the career that I want to go into and the career pathways that I'm more interested in obviously are looking more towards going to university and different types of like schools that I need. Step 1. Something I really recommend is making a Google Drive, an online folder, or even just getting a binder to organize everything. Just dedicate it solely to college. I will dive more deeper into that. Within your Google Drive, I recommend making individual folders for everything that comes with college. For me, I have references, which is my letter of recs, resume, our portfolio, awards, scholarships, summer programs, internships, test scores, colleges, and my essay questions. And so I just have 6 different folders, and within all those folders are like different documents for really everything that I have. A little bit about the grouping. So the reason why I group together my resume and my art portfolio is just because really everything there just kind of encompasses all the activities that I do and kind of everything that is more characteristic rather than my scholarships or my summer internships or kind of programs like that, which are more academic based and kind of geared towards more my like work ethic and kind of my career pathway in a way. I think it's also really important to have your folder for your references and your test scores as well, just to keep tabs on who you've asked for letter of recs, who you can reference in maybe emails, resumes, cover letters, as well as kind of like that little folder for test scores, just so you can track your PSAT, your ACT, PACT, AP scores, IB tests, international tests, really anything. Step 3 is making a massive college checklist. And when I say massive college checklist, I mean a massive college checklist. Not because your college list is massive, but because the details that come with every college is massive. On my personal college checklist, I kind of organize things by color because I'm a very color coordinated person, as well as just kind of bolding a bunch of things just so they catch my eye. But I recommend including all of the information that you need on this one checklist just so everything is in one place. But some information you want to include is your school, your deadline, your personal deadline, audition dates, application type, so like if it's a Common App, UC, UCAS, International, your link to your website, your link to your majors, and then the majors that you're interested or minors that you're also interested in, contacts that you have from the school, so like admission deans or your counselors, as well as scholarship opportunities that are available, financial aid, things like that, and if you have visited the school or not. What I also think is really helpful about having this entire spreadsheet is that you could also just send it to your counselors. Your counselors are like, oh, what have you done for college? What have you done for college apps? Oh, like, do you know where you want to go to college? And you can just forward this to them. It's just such an easy way to have everything organized. If you're looking to do this more on like paper and pen type of version, just like a piece of paper and just organizing everything, making charts, super easy. The 4th step is making an individual Google Doc for each school. For me, I kind of have them numbered in the rankings at which I want to apply. So I have UC Berkeley first, Chapman, Trinity Le MIT, and then kind of all those other schools. I tried to number them and correspond them to what was on my massive college checklist, just so when I'm like referencing back to it, they were all kind of organized together. Having this individual Google Doc, I think, is really different than the massive college checklist, because here you can really put a lot more information in it. In your individual school document, I really recommend having all of the basic information that you've already included in your massive checklist, as well as like school specific information, so maybe tuition, location, distance from your house, class population, as well as any application questions. I know for Chapman, they have like their fast fact questions, but other schools like the UCs or Cal States won't have that. So if they're applicable, include those application questions if you can find them. And the last thing is making sure to have all of your contact information for anybody, if somebody recommended you to the school, if you are a legacy student of the school, just really any contact info that you have, because it's going to be super crucial whenever you have questions, whenever you just kind of want to gain more interest or make them look like you're interested. It's super helpful to have that within your little Google Doc. Step 5, which is making an entire Google Doc just for your college essay questions. The most stressful part about this application. So after you kind of identify what type of application is with each school, you want to go ahead and find all of the questions that they have listed out. I know UC's, Common App, they all go ahead and post their questions at the same time, but for the 2019-2020 school year, 2020-2021 school year, they have already said that they're going to renew the questions from previous years, so you could go ahead and start on your Common App questions. But most of the time, what is on the UC application is pretty similar to what is on the Common App application. It's just kind of the difference in having to pick 4 out of 8 questions on the UC application, picking 1 question on the Common App, and then also the word difference. But more than often, if you're writing about one topic, you can pick and choose pieces from that one essay and copy it over depending on what your application asks for you. I know there's also questions on like the UCAS system, which is an international application process. I personally am also doing the UCAS system, just basically finding out all the questions and beginning to brainstorm. Even if you're a junior, I started kind of brainstorming my college questions my junior year, and I definitely think it was really helpful to look at them at the end of junior year and just kind of reflect on if I still wanted to talk about that topic, if it was still influential in my life, or if there had been another opportunity that came up that was really crucial in my growth as a person that I wanted to include. But it's also a great opportunity to just kind of write about it throughout the year. And I know for me, instead of just like doing work in AP Lang, I'd just be on my laptop working on college questions, because it was just so much more interesting learning about myself than rhetorical analysis, you know? But yeah, if you guys do want help on kind of writing your essays, having ideas for your essays, brainstorming your essays, I am more than willing to make another video. Just let me know in the comments below. The last thing on this is really just like a main summary, and my biggest tip here is to create checklists for yourself and Google Sheets. I feel like it's super important to have a checklist to know everything that you've done, things that you still need to do, colleges that you want to look into, kind of information that you still need to get, because it's super important over what maybe the next year if you're a junior, the next few months if you're a senior, or the next week if you're a procrastinator, to kind of figure out what you still need to do in that time crunch amount while you still can do it. I definitely say that having that Google Sheets and that checklist really helps when it comes to letter of recommendations and making sure that I have requested letter of recs from specific teachers, I've asked them about it, I've received them. But yeah, that is everything for this college organization video. I hope it really helped you guys. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and if you guys need any help with anything, let me know below, or you can reach out and email me or follow me on Instagram and ask me there. I post whenever I can, so I hope you guys enjoy this edition of college, senior year 2020.